we're gonna work on some foot, ankle, and calf work to strengthen our legs to help support our knees and our hips and prevent injury for whatever movement we do. So we're always gonna start this work in a parallel position. So both feet together, legs together. And I have a little bit of work happening in my glutes, so I'm not sitting back into my low pelvis, but my abs are lifted and my knees are pointed straight ahead in line with my hips and my toes. And we're just gonna start by warming up and activating the full foot. So you're gonna lift your heel, point your toes, bring your toes down and heel down. So you can do this with or without a bar. The bar is just there to give you a little extra support. Try not to grip it and depend on it. You can also use a chair or even just a wall. So we're just gonna repeat this. So really making sure the line of our toes is with our heel, our knee, and our hips, that nothing is going out of sync. Heel, toes, toes, heel, heel, toes, toes, heel, and heel, toes, toes. Then we're gonna open up to a slightly rotated position. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just something comfortable for you. We're gonna do the same thing, making sure your knee stays in the middle of your foot, knee, right in line with your hip and your toes. And again, you're pointing your toes straight down to the ground, so you don't want anything weird happening in your foot, but you're just keeping a nice clean line. And I'm really pointing as hard as I can. So I'm activating the full bottom of my foot, activating the arch of my foot as well. And then we're gonna go back to our parallel position. We're gonna just start with a plie and lift the heels. Bend, heels. So I'm staying lifted. My shoulders are right over my ribs. My ribs are over my hips. I'm not sticking my booty back when I come into that bend. And we're here for 3, 2. Now we're gonna go straight legs, so just straight lift, straight lift. Again, you can use that bar for support. You can let go, find your balance. Ultimately, we're trying to make this work functional. So in our lives, we don't always have something to hold on to. We wanna build that strength where we can do it without holding. So always test to see where you're at. Now we're gonna open back to that open position. And so when our feet are parallel, this work works the muscles in your feet a little bit more. When we open up to a first position, the work works your calves. So just that slight adjustment of angles in your feet changes where the work is primarily in your legs. So you're still getting some footwork or calf work, vice versa. It's just the emphasis is a little different. And keep your legs nice and straight. Lower the heels. Lift, lower, lift, lift. Keeping the belly button pulled in, ribs connected. Staying nice and lengthened, nice and tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower those heels. We're gonna open our feet. So first we're gonna take a parallel position with a little bit wider stance. Our legs are about hip width apart. We're going back into that same lift, this time without the bend. So we're just doing the heels. Lift, lift. Again, testing your balance. Keeping your belly button pulled in. Your calves might be burning, that's okay. Take a break whenever you need to. Stretch them out. 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna turn them out. So we're in that little bit wider than hip width apart. And just lifting the heels. Lift, we're gonna add those bends back in. And 2, 1. So plie. Lift, really fully engaging the whole leg, pulling those kneecaps so you get a little bit of front leg work as well. Making sure those rotators are working so that your heel is staying in the middle of your foot, that you're not letting it twist as you come up. So you're always working the alignment. Toes, knees, hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. And just stretch. Find a calf stretch in your right leg, so pressing that right heel back. And then bend that right leg, moving the stretch a little bit more into your Achilles. Switching sides. And then bending and stretching. Cool, so that's just your basic ankle, foot, calf strengthening work. There's always more you can do. You can do everything on one leg in that parallel and rotated position as well. For more, just stay tuned. Make sure you remember to subscribe to my channel below. Thanks.